And here it is, my review of the Surreal Touch Controllers for the Apple Vision Pro. These controllers allow you to play SteamVR games on the Apple Vision Pro if you have a gaming PC. So these controllers will play all of the games, Half-Life Alyx, Beat Saber, and so on and so forth. Since today their Kickstarter has started, and well, it's the perfect timing to tell you my final thoughts about these controllers today on the day of the Kickstarter launch. So you're wondering, should you pick those up if you have a gaming PC and an Apple Vision Pro? And my definite answer is yes. These are really, really good controllers. They are not perfect yet, and I will tell you what is not perfect yet, but they will truly allow you to play all of your SteamVR games without any problem, and they will give you good tracking. So that is the most important, and it's out of the way directly at the beginning of this review. So, but now step by step. What can they do? What are the features of these controllers? So these controllers are self-tracking controllers, again, that will allow you to play SteamVR games on your Apple Vision Pro. Right now, if you are streaming your gaming PC SteamVR games to your Apple Vision Pro using that software which is called ALVR, you can do so, and you can play Microsoft Flight Simulator with your sticks and so on and so forth. But if you want to play games like Half-Life Alyx that need controllers, obviously, well, then you are out of luck. This makes it simple. So these use ALVR as their software on the computer, as a streaming software. And on the Apple Vision Pro, you would install the Surreal Touch app, and then you can simply stream all SteamVR games, and the controller automatically works. And this truly, truly works just as simple as it sounds. That is very cool. Those controllers track themselves using 2 cameras. So the same concept like the Meta Touch Pro controllers of the Quest Pro, which also track themselves. And that is really good because it means that you don't need any base stations, and also these controllers can track themselves, for example, behind your back, so they are not dependent on the cameras of the headset. So that is a big plus. Yeah, other than that, let me simply tell you about the build quality of these controllers. And I had already told you that in my unboxing video. The build quality is exceptional. It is so good. These controllers could come from Meta or from Apple, and nobody would think twice about it. So this is very surprising. The build quality of these is fantastic. Now, they don't have batteries. Instead, you would charge them via USB-C. And yeah, that's okay. I personally actually prefer batteries, right? Because when there's no energy, you would simply exchange batteries, but this will work as well. So what's the battery life? Well, right now it is around 4 hours. That is at the time of the Kickstarter launch, but the company is constantly updating the firmware, and they told me that with optimizations, they will get more out of them, right? So 4 hours right now at the time of this recording, but again, they will improve that and they will optimize it using firmware updates. So how about installation? How complicated was it to install these? And I did show you that in the unboxing. It was truly no problem at all. So onto your gaming PC, you're going to install ALVR. It's open source freeware that you can simply download, and right now you need to download a certain version of the software, that is ALVR 20.8.1. That is the software that they used simply to build all of their tracking around. So they said they will also rebase this to current versions of ALVR in the future, but right now it is ALVR 20.8.1. So installed that on my computer, and then on the Apple Vision Pro, I installed their Surreal Touch software. And I simply had to pair these Bluetooth controllers, so this works via Bluetooth, to my Apple Vision Pro, which was a thing of like a minute probably, very simple. And then in the Apple Vision Pro Surreal Touch software, I simply clicked on pair and everything paired, and I clicked on streaming. Then the app will find your computer, you click on it, and then boom, you are already in your SteamVR home environment. It truly works so well. And not only are you in the home environment, but of course you also have these controllers, these working controllers in front of you, and you can simply start to play all of your SteamVR games, and it simply works. I had already made a few videos where I show you how well they work, like in Half-Life Alyx and in a couple of other games, Kayak Mirage and so on and so forth. But I had not yet done the Rec Room test to show you the tracking volume and some other things, so let's do that now. And here we are back in Rec Room finally to check out controllers. It has been a long time, and these are the Surreal Touch Controllers. Now, the beautiful thing about them is they track themselves. So they're not dependent on the cameras on the headset. So even behind my back, they will track. Behind my head, they're going to track. Wait a moment here. I have to just click something away from the Apple Vision Pro. Yeah. So that's that, right? So behind the head, they're working. Behind your back, they're going to work. So that is something that only the Oculus Touch Pro controllers can do, and of course lighthouse tracking. But to have that for probably $249, if you get the super early bird price, that is something special. Yeah, they are performing really nicely. Slow motions work very well. You see how well they do what I'm doing here. So that is good. Occlusion, if you're aiming through the sides, obviously no problem since they have two controllers. Not two controllers, two cameras, right? Each of them has two cameras, so there's no problem with occlusion. Like with other controllers where they are sending out infrared light and the headset is going to register that light. If we do something like this, there might be problems because of occlusion, right? But here, no, that works fine. So yeah, this is fantastic tracking volume. I'm not looking up like I have to do on other headsets, right? No. And behind the back, everything. So yeah, they simply work as you would hope they work. Very nice. The Rec Room test was very nice, and yeah, they simply work. Are they perfect though? So let's talk about the tracking. Let's talk about the pros and cons. So pros, definitely the tracking volume, right? Because they track themselves. Yeah, big tracking volume behind your back, all the good stuff. That is good. Tracking accuracy is also good, as you've seen, for slow movements, for fast movements. Very nice. So are they perfect? Is the tracking perfect, just like the Meta Touch Pro controllers? For this, I can directly tell you no. It is not there yet. So sometimes you do have a little glitch where they are gone for a moment and then they come back, right? So you don't have this very often, but they're still not perfect. Also, I have found out that one little weakness that they have is simply rotating the controllers like this. So sometimes once you rotate them, the position will be a bit off, and it does come back then, but I simply want to let you know everything that I saw there. Did this affect me in my gameplay? Actually, not at all. So this is truly nitpicking here, right? So I could play all the games without problem. I could aim through the sides, right? I can play Beat Saber, well, as good as before with other controllers, right? So if you want to see somebody play Beat Saber on the most skillful level, there's somebody who did that, yeah, but I didn't do that. Yeah, anyway, so I wasn't affected at all with bad tracking, right? So nowhere was there a moment where I thought like, oh no, this is terrible now because it doesn't track. It tracks well. But again, it could be still a bit better, right? And they are working on this. This is truly a software thing. So I've already seen they have done a couple of firmware updates, and every single time the tracking got better. And I have truly my full confidence in this team that they're going to make these controllers just as good as the Meta Touch Pro controllers, right? Everything is there. The hardware is just as good, and they also have the skills to make this happen. So that is something that we can look forward to. But even now, as you have seen, it is good. I'm just nitpicking here just to let you know everything how it is right now. Also, something that you really have to consider is your Wi-Fi connection. So when I received them for the first time, I did not have a dedicated router here where I tested them, but I was simply using the router that the telecom company gave me. And that didn't work very well, right? So then I bought a dedicated router, and then it was really good, right? But it could still be made better by using a certain channel on my 5 gigahertz network, channel number 149, right? And after we have set the channel to channel number 149, the latency spikes that the Wi-Fi streaming was plagued with were gone, and then everything was even better. So once you get them and you try them first, and probably the results are not as good as in my video, yeah, then you have to look at your Wi-Fi connection and really make it work very well. And then you'll see, yes, okay, probably that was the problem. So you absolutely need a good Wi-Fi connection. So your computer should be connected to your router via a cable. Then you should be on your 5 gigahertz network with your Apple Vision Pro. And then it should be channel 149. Don't ask me for the details. We just set it up. And yeah, this made the magic happen. So let me sum it up for you. In my opinion, you should get these controllers if you're interested in playing SteamVR games on your Apple Vision Pro. They have amazing build quality. They track very well, right? They simply work out of the box as you would expect it. All the games worked fine, like first-person shooters, rhythm games, everything simply worked, and it just opens up so many games for your Apple Vision Pro that you couldn't really play very well before. So yes, this gets a thumbs up from me, and it is a recommendation. Could they still be improved by software? Yes, absolutely. I'm banking on this. So they're good, not perfect yet. There's still room for improvement, but the company will update them regularly. The price starts at $249. That's a super early bird price. So hopefully, if you want to pick them up, you can still get it. And you can get it by, going to the Kickstarter right now. The Kickstarter campaign should be online right now already, right? So the link is down in the description of this video. And yeah, that is basically everything that I wanted to tell you about these controllers. So I'm really happy that there is now this amazing option to play SteamVR games on the Apple Vision Pro. The Apple Vision Pro is just such a great headset as a SteamVR headset. The games look fantastic on that micro OLED display, right? With 4K resolution per eye. It is fantastic. It is so much fun. And actually, this might become one of my main SteamVR headsets. And I'm surprised to say that because, well, it's not DisplayPort, right? But still, it is just such a nice headset. And these controllers really make them whole for us gamers. That's what I would say. I truly hope that the company will make these controllers compatible with other headsets in the future as well, right? To give us more options to use them, because these controllers are just so nice. And yeah, I would probably also like to use them on other headsets that don't have controller, right? For example, the visor comes to mind. This might be a nice solution for it. So, dear Surreal Touch team, there's more opportunities for you in the future. All right, and that's everything that I have for this video. I'm wishing the Surreal Touch team like all the best for the Kickstarter. I believe this is going to be a resounding success simply because this is a great product. All right, that's everything that I have for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If yes, give it a thumbs up. And of course, if you have not yet subscribed to MRTV, but you love VR, then absolutely subscribe to this channel now and click on the bell button so that you don't miss anything. And you could also come to the MRTV Discord server. The link is down in the description of this video. I'm chatting there with you every day. It's big fun. If you have more questions, go there or simply put your question down in the comments section. I'm sure the Surreal Touch team will also check the comments and probably they can answer your questions. That's everything that I have for this video. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next one. Until then, bye-bye.